Hi there. In order to use a file, I'm going to go ahead and give you an overview of how to use it and go forward with it. Please enable the macro before you can go ahead and use a file, because only then the button here, the refresh button, will work. In case you have challenges like for the macro to work, you probably need to go ahead and click on the pivots, which probably you can just click on one of the statuses and then click on power chart and click on refresh. You can still use a file without the macro, and this will still go ahead and refresh everything for you automatically. So in case you are having a facility to enable the macro, please enable the macro. The pop-up will come up. So basically, if you see, this is how it will be. If you're using 2016 and above, you'll have a pink strip on top. So then what you need to do is just close the file and then right click the file, go to properties and click unblock. So when you go ahead and right click the properties, there will be a screen which will be shown like this, and then click on unblock and click OK. So that's the first step that you probably want to know. Okay, so in order for you to use a file, the first step that you can go ahead and use the file just as such. Like right now there are two files being given to you. One is this file, and which is for testing. Another file is without any data. So so the key aspect here is like all the files, all the data that you see here are pretty automated. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what we do. So come to the data sheet. You'll have to just start entering the data. That's pretty much straightforward. So we do have a lister sheet where we have the name of the people. Only for this we do have a drop down like here. So in order for you to go ahead and change the names, please change the names here, or like update new ones right here, and it will automatically update the data. One thing to note here is, just because you rename something or edit the names here, it will not actually update the already selected information, which means that only the drop down will be updated, not the existing data. So that's one thing to note. So in order to use the file, for new data, all that you need to do is come here, simply start typing the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and say test project, and remember, if you want to have like as many tasks that you have, you can just start entering that. Like let's say you have 5 tasks, you can enter 5 times for the same thing, and then start saying that action say 23, and then you go ahead and assign this to a person. Then you say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for 13 Feb 2022. I'm using DDMMYY format, and then you enter that, and these 3 will automatically get updated. So you can see, one thing to note here is, make sure you don't edit a place where there is formula. So you can see there are formulas on top, which is kind of shown on top, and then this is your the date to begin as to when the task will start, and the forecast date is almost like a closure date that you planned for. So basically, assume that you wanted to go ahead and give say 31st of February, March. So I think this is, again, I'm editing it, and you can see that this one automatically got thing. And when there is if once the task is completed, you may want to update the completion date. Until then, please wait for it, and we do have the actual duration which will automatically update. And for this particular project, if there is a budget that you want to update, please go ahead and update it here, specifically for a task. If you do, that's generally how I put. And the number of hours that you have worked or expected work is something that you can update here. So assume that you want to update 10, and then and if we have like various statuses here, not started, completed, generally started, not started. Once the task starts, you'll say in progress, and then you go ahead and update the progress that is in, and you enter, it'll automatically come back and say. So if you can do the same thing over and over and again, as many tasks as you have. In case you have more tasks that you wanted to enter, you just simply go ahead and right click, insert, and then you can simply start entering the data and then enter the task as to who it will be and so on, and it will automatically be available. So that's how I've got each task assigned for project. Now that you have entered the thing, all that you need to do is come to the dashboard. You can see currently we just have like 3, and if you refresh it, let's just say yes for whatever pop-ups that you may get. You can see that the new data has now come back here. So at the moment I haven't actually given too much of value, but if you see for other tasks, it will automatically update and give you the information and so on. So that's that. In terms of the Gantt chart, again this will automatically add, and based on the dates, currently it is all 2022, so you may want to change this to 2023 based on your project that you are getting it, and then this will automatically populate this date and the charts automatically as well. In the project review as well, same thing will happens. It will automatically add all these information here. So just to review, all that you need to do is add the project, go ahead and refresh, and all the information is ready for you in the dashboard, and start using the thing. That's pretty much how it works. Let me know if there are any queries or two at premium_excel@outlook.com, and we'll be happy to assist. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye bye.